on, y'all? This is your girl Lala. Follow me at Lala Cards. Follow my journey to swell the empire. We here with another episode of Out of the Box, and we got a beautiful panel tonight once again. To my right, we got
Skinny, represent 2K Life.
Okay. Go ahead.
Everyone, my name is Nadia. What's up?
Nadia, what up?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Rad.
Radical.
Making music and hosting shit.
Artiste.
There you go.
Hey y'all, Shard, represent Invite Only Brunch. Follow us on Instagram, Invite Only Brunch. Follow me on Instagram, Shard the God. And
The God.
let's get started.
Nadia's gonna go ahead and pick the first question
Out
in the
this
box.
Yeah, go ahead and shake it too.
All right, cool.
Shake
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's you want, you know.
And I was a little lackluster with my intro. Follow me on the gram, Nadia_Adelaide. I be acting and shit. I'm a professional actor,
Okay.
Yes, my
content
girl.
creator, multi-hyphenate and all
got a
the every
TikTok
sense
too?
of the world.
You got a TikTok?
I have a TikTok. It's just I'm not a celebrity. It's just my name, Nadia Adelaide. But
follow
follow
me.
me. What are the rules? Just read this
So
out
you
loud.
read out the question, and then we're gonna go
Discuss it
to
as a
each
group.
person and discuss as a group.
Okay, cool. So, first question. Can your relationship work if your partner is insecure or has low self-esteem?
Oh, this deep.
Wow, starting off the bat like this.
Let's
deep.
start with Lala. Yeah, Lala.
Take a shot on that.
I think for a portion of the relationship, it definitely can, because everyone can be insecure at some point in time. That's what's gonna help build the relationship once you get past that standpoint, because everyone can get insecure, even if you're the strongest being in the bunch. So I personally feel as though it can. You know, it's just you can't be insecure forever. You gotta break that barrier between confident and insecure at some point, because then it's gonna kind of get tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna get tired.
What if they lack self-esteem though? So there's insecurities more of something that they're not sure of, that of a personal thing, but low self-esteem is also like they just don't believe in themselves. So
I feel like they kind of work as a pair. So it's like if I'm someone's spouse and they have low self-esteem, of course there's words of affirmation or anything that I can necessarily do to help them build their self-esteem. That's, you know, that portion of the relationship, you know, awareness. I'm aware that my partner isn't fully there. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to help them get there, wherever they need to be. But you
How
got to
long-
meet me halfway, because I can
How
take
long
you to
can
the
you do
water.
that
but
before you
can't
get tired?
drink.
of
What?
it? How long can you try to support or build them or bring them up before you get tired, realistically? Because it sounds good that
I know,
I'm gonna
right?
help.
It sounds
yeah.
good.
So how
Sound
long?
good.
Yeah.
But
about it.
I think it's more so like it depends upon the situation. I think each situation deserves its own time. So like I would say like, all right, we 2 months into the relationship, and if we're dealing with the same thing, it's kind of tiring. But if there's different circumstances, you know, we might have to work through things. But
You better than me.
Because I was gonna say, doesn't after a while, don't you think it'd be like, oh, here's something new, oh, another, it just gets,
But yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
like
like I
that's
said,
kind
it
of like
gets
more like
tiring.
self-esteem though.
yeah.
I feel like because insecurity, like somebody that has low self-esteem is just,
Like,
you know, like when you got a pessimistic person that's just like thinks of the worst all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like somebody with low self-esteem is similar to that in
But
a
I
sense.
think they go hand in hand also, because low self-esteem brings upon insecurities.
right. So it's like,
But-
okay,
But insecurity can be they could be insecure about a specific thing, you know, whereas low self-esteem is with literally them. There's something wrong with them, not a situation, not an outside person or factor. That's why it's self-esteem. It's within themselves. So insecurities can be projected on someone, the way someone moves, their occupation, like who they're around. Like say your girl's a physical therapist and she works with the Miami Heat or the Miami Dolphins. She's around a lot of athletes, and you know what I'm saying? That's an insecurity. You feel me?
towards the butt.
You feel me?
And where is that rooted from, though? Possibly low self-esteem, maybe unknowingly.
Because I see a lot of confident people that are insecure about specific things. So you can be sure of yourself, but also unsure when your person's in a certain situation or scenario. Like a lot of we have a lot of women that date rappers, right? They put on an image that they're very self-confident, they're free, they're fluid, they living their best life, right? But as soon as their boyfriend come in, they change pictures. You know, people.
Or the basketball player for Golden State.
Yeah, like yes. But his wife, like, he's getting all the attention now. She's like, "What about me, though?
Right.
I'm a pretty girl. Like, give me attention too."
That
But-
was more. That
but
was
that
more
was-
low self-esteem.
That's self-esteem.
But I don't even know if that's like what she was dealing with. It feels more like
Competitive or competition.
I don't think that was from low self-esteem in that scenario. I think that was more so just an insecurity because when you become a mom, you become a mother, you still want to be looked at as hot by you want to know that you still got it, but you ain't interested in them. You just want to know you still got it. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like a bitch she can still get it if she wanted to.
Yeah.
You know
just
what I'm
like
saying?
testing the waters.
It's not even testing because you're not fishing.
You like to
You
put
just
your tongue
like
in.
you're like, oh yes, she's still kicking.
You just
honey.
wanted to know that's an option.
Yeah,
like, you just want to know that that's
oh, shit,
there.
I'm still wanted by everybody.
like,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
there.
That's
I mean
crazy.
that there's
Like the
But you know,
sauce
but
still
you know,
dropping
but you know
in
that
your
can.
and that's it. That's the You're right though because that is an insecurity.
You make it sound positive. Yeah, I still got it. But no, you're insecure.
Yeah, you're insecure.
But then, would you? So let's. And it's probably just getting off the question a little bit. With that, what you're doing, right? Because of your insecurities and you're testing the waters, you want to see if you still got it. You gonna tell your boyfriend or your husband about that?
No. See, I'm not saying that I was doing it.
No,
like
I'm
that.
just hypothetically.
But I'm saying, like, in a hypothetical situation, right? I think it's more about your specific relationship and the dynamic. Because, for instance, I've been out with my man before, and we, like, both looking at
Right.
people. We're commenting,
Right.
but
See what
still
y'all
being
do.
respectful because we're still homies, too.
Cheers.
What?
So
See what y'all do.
the thing between,
cheers.
I guess,
We're
what,
homies.
I guess what I'm trying to get at, the thing
It's like,
between,
she
basketball
bad.
player-
I don't like girls.
the thing between the basketball player and his wife, right?
Yeah.
Wife did that because she had low self-esteem.
She was
Now,
seeking attention.
I guess just tying it back all into the question, wouldn't she be creating another level of insecurity if he became like somewhat of like, yo, like, what are you doing? Yo, like, what are you doing? Like, you doing all this for attention, whatever, and he's becoming insecure based off of her own insecurities and her own self-esteem. Like, you kind of get what I'm saying?
I see,
Like-
and with her, it's definitely
Like,
more
yeah, like,
self-esteem.
oh, well, maybe I'm feeling like this. I'm going to go do that, or I'm going to test the waters, like you said. She goes and does that. Husband finds out. Now he's feeling insecure because he's like, well, you had to go test the waters. Right? Now, it's just like
I thought I
I
was
don't
the
like
man.
the term
Yeah,
testing the waters because that sounds like you're going out and
I
like
mean,
doing
it is.
She
You
was
putting
on a
your toe
dating
in the
app.
water, yeah.
She was on a
but
dating
you're
app.
Not, you're not putting it in the water. You
Hold
just
on,
want
Rad,
to know
Rad.
that when you're in the water.
Rad,
that it's your way.
Rad, would you agree that having a dating app profile while you're married is not typical?
Somebody have that?
Yes,
Who have that?
she had
The
that.
She had a dating app?
There was,
I
there
know
was,
that.
yeah.
I didn't know that shit.
They found it, and then like he had a 10-game streak where he was playing the worst he ever played in his career.
She
And
had a
then that
dating
creates the
app?
whole revolving
Okay,
door
so
of
now you can
insecurities.
use testing the waters because what the fuck?
But did she speak on that though? I don't remember her talking. I know
That's
I know
what I'm
That was
saying.
hush-hush,
like,
man.
did she speak on
If
it?
you didn't
Did
know, you
he
didn't
speak
know.
on
That
it?
was
Because
a lot of industry
Like,
people
listen,
close to the situation.
That's the thing. Like
What
when
was
it
the
comes to
reason for
marriages,
that?
yeah, because everyone
unless you in
has,
it,
because if we're biased or if we're dumbfounded to the concept of people getting married in early stages of getting to know one another, then we're just not having the right conversation. So in their situation, I don't know if maybe they got married in an earlier time frame where
very young.
there we go. So we're in a sense maybe he or her didn't live out a specific time frame of their life where they should have,
Bingo.
and now they're married in that time frame where they should have lived out the single lives that they deserved. Now they're together trying to figure that out.
Are you
Bingo.
finding
Now-
an excuse for that?
No,
So what are you
definitely
saying?
not.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. I'm just making
Skinny.
sense of it. That's what I'm making. That's what I'm doing. Because if that's the circumstances that's occurring, I don't think it's right. However, he's still with her for a reason.
A true.
They didn't get
I
a
mean,
divorce.
it's called-
They
She
didn't
gonna
get a
leave with
divorce.
half.
It's called
And
kids
as an,
and-
and as
Yeah.
don't,
And
that
she
should
gets
not be an
auto-
excuse.
and she
You
gets
can
auto-
get
Not an
divorced.
excuse.
You can get
reason.
I don't
you
think
can
she's
get
trying to leave,
divorced.
though.
You
No,
can get
she's-
divorced and
she's
still
not.
have kids.
I guess my whole thing was just
Never
saying, based-
ever keep a relationship because of the kids.
I think they, like you said,
I'm just
they
saying.
just really got married very young, and I think what it is it's a matter of if you're back to the question.
Yeah.
If you're dealing with an insecure, let's just keep it at insecure for now, right? Because you can only. What if you're only insecure in your relationship? the reason could be anything. It could be back to your childhood where you know,
Yeah.
have some trauma issues going on that go into your relationships where you feel like you're not seen, you're not heard, you're not loved, you're not important, whatever that could be. That could be a core belief you have, and I can't fix that. You need therapy.
Right.
So I can be in the relationship
While you
for
go through your
as
therapy.
long as I can take it, but I'm not the therapist.
Right.
And I think a lot of people in relationships try to be each other's therapists, and it's
Right.
like you can, you can confide in me, but I'm not equipped to deal with your past trauma. And
Fair.
when I'm still dealing with my own past trauma, you feel
I'm
me?
glad-
You ever been in a relationship where you went to therapy with your mate?
No, by myself.
Okay, cool. But I'm asking because sometimes, all right. So if a couple goes to therapy, and let's say they're venting something to the therapist, and the other person's hearing it for the first time, as a person, you're gonna kind of feel like, damn, why didn't you tell me? Then that creates some type of.
That's insecurity.
That's so crazy that you
But
brought
but
that up.
but it
That's
happens.
insecurity.
It
That's
happens.
so crazy that you
That's
brought that
insecurity.
up because I literally
has
just
something to
on
do
my
with
way
you.
here literally just reposted something about people talking about being a couple in therapy where you're not married, right? And I said it would be better if you went separately and got yourself sorted out to become a better person so you can be a better partner. And then you could hear your partner better. Like therapy really, like I love therapy. I'm an advocate for therapy because that shit helped me a lot to be more self-aware. So some people, if you have low self-esteem, it may not be low self-esteem in your relationship. It might be with your career. It might be as a mom, as a dad, as a whatever. So it's important to be able to like be very aware of your thoughts and know what's what so you can compartmentalize, because some people are going through shit and they're blaming it on their relationship, like their security issue, but it has nothing to do with the relationship. And that's why I said therapy.
Hashtag therapy. No, yeah, I was glad you brought it back to like the specific granular point of the question, because I think we got a little like off track.
Sidetracked,
Yeah, sidetracked. Personally, I would not want to deal with somebody with extreme or even slight insecure issues.
That's tough.
Dealing with a relationship, it's tough that I wouldn't want to deal with it.
That's human nature,
Yes.
though.
It's tough,
be
but
Aquarius.
I feel like
Yeah,
you're an
it's fun.
Aquarius.
No.
Oh yeah, I feel like because I've seen certain situations where my friends have dealt with girls who are overly insecure and they were stressed the hell out. That's still a curse word. They were stressed out. So I like someone who first knows how to communicate, because that can, first mend a lot of issues. Communication, number one. So I feel like if there's an issue, if there's any topic or any kind of pressure on your heart, open up and be vocal about it. I feel like insecurities can kind of shut you down and make you want to like
pause you real quick.
Go ahead.
let me passive aggressive.
Most experiences I've had was when, say a girl had insecurities or whatever, right? And you talk about communication, right? I believe in communication as well. I think that's very vital in a relationship. But like, I noticed that most women, they communicate, but they choose what to tell you, because they won't tell you unless you ask about some certain stuff that can involve the insecurity to be fixed in the first place. You have to find out through an experience.
Oh, well,
Like if you do something, then we fix it.
Well, then let me amend
But
it.
if
Proper communication, because that's not proper communication.
I like that.
That's half-ass
Proper
communication.
Because I could communicate after I did it.
I mean, I thought that was given, but yeah, proper
Nah.
communication. I feel like
Gotta
just
go into detail here.
you got to. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Dude.
I think it's okay to have insecurities every once in a while. That might be normal
I mean,
to
that's
have it for
human
like.
nature. I
That's
think
what I'm saying.
everyone
Like,
has
I'm
insecurities.
talking about that sustained.
Yeah.
That insecurity that's
still
like
ain't
no
over
matter
that?
what I do, because
That-
now
Right.
that we're talking about this, I'm remembering a specific situation from 2020 right before the pandemic.
That shit
And my
boiling
God,
up, huh?
What
that
it is too
shit
though is that you got
stressful.
when you get into a situation with someone, you have to. It's like you're legitimately signing a contract. You have a mutual agreement to where you stand at this point in your relationship, whether you are in an open relationship, whether you are in a closed relationship, whether you are monogamous, whatever situation you decide to claim as yours, you sign that agreement at the dotted line. If on the next date after you sign, now you're upset with the circumstances, you're now going against your agreement. That's when it's just like, all right, come on. You know what I'm saying? But if you had an agreement and now you're doing actions as a part of their insecurities, you can't help but not be there for that person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, where's the companionship? Where's, you know what I'm saying? We might as well just not do this, because how are you not going to deal with someone when, you know what I'm saying?
I
That's
guess
like,
it depends on the
everyone has
insecurity.
their growth. And if it's consistent, understandable. If it's like the same thing that's consistent, cool.
What's y'all cutoff for a insecurity y'all could tolerate from your partner? Like, how long can you
Any
tolerate?
timeline. It's
One
absolutely-
conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's absolutely
That's
vibes for me. Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It depends on where you're at, right? Because like the person I was dealing with, it wasn't like a constant thing that was always in my face. So I was able to keep, just try to pet the situation. Like, okay, I'm reassuring you. But then it came to a point where I was like, nah, this not right.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like I
It's
literally.
it's no timeline to it. It's when you
It's like,
feel
I
like
literally
you
just
are
couldn't.
stressed
I-
to the max.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
That's
do
it.
more.
Chardonnay.
Yeah, it's definitely like with that. I think
It's
it's
a feeling.
contingent on the other partner and what they're willing to tolerate. But for me, nah, I'm not dealing with it. Mainly because like I think I'm patient, but I'm also like I'm a realist. So it's like certain things like I feel like you're insecure about. I'm not gonna be that person that's gonna fix it for you. Like especially if I didn't cause it. If I didn't cause it, I'm not.
I
gonna
will
guy.
be that guy to be there to
Yeah.
fix it.
I'm not.
But
I
here,
wish I was. I wish I was
Bring
you.
up.
But
Yeah.
I wish I was you.
But I'm
Man,
saying.
I ain't dealing with this. I'm
That's
out.
a good point.
But if I cause that, then
Yeah.
I would
That's
be
my
there.
responsibility.
But if she's coming into the relationship, right? Say we dating 3-4 months, everything's sweet. Maybe I'm like, yeah, let's go to the pool. I don't want to go to the pool. I'm like, why not? You don't feel comfortable in a bikini. Okay, why not? Don't know. I'm start badgering like, yo, like, look, I'm trying to go to the pool, trying to go to the beach. What's good? She puts it on. She's acting weird, and I find out maybe some shit happened to her childhood or some shit like that. Like I can't fix it. I feel bad. I feel sorry for her. But,
Yeah.
but
can
whatever
build
that
self-esteem,
comes with,
though.
I can't.
I'm tapping out.
I'm not gonna tap out.
That's
but
not
I'm
your thing
but
to
I'm not-
fix.
But it's not something I'm gonna fix.
Right.
It's not
Whereas if I got caught cheating or if
That's
I lied
tough.
about something, and then that caused her to like constantly text me like, hey, she took me back after cheating. Cool. Now I can't even go out to the the house with my boys without having a
Without
get a
checking
text.
in.
Yeah, I need a text like this, and this. Like
Share
I already know.
locations.
Like these are the consequences. Like,
So that's what you're
yeah,
willing.
I will
to
deal
do.
with that because it's my fault.
Right.
Absolutely.
But something that's
but
not
if it's
how
not,
long.
but if it's something that, aside from that example I gave you, if it's something that if another guy cheated on her, right, and then she treated me the same way, I'm not dealing with that. I know that there's gonna be a period. I don't know how long that period is, but there's gonna be a period of where she's gonna be badgering you about where you going, who you with, what you doing on Instagram.
But that means she's not
whatever.
doing the work either.
But-
so
and
that's a
that-
whole other
and-
problem.
and-
She gotta
That's
do
a
the
whole
work
nother
too,
problem.
But
She said
still,
exactly what I was getting ready
Sorry,
to say.
She gotta be understanding too, though, to the time frame that she's
If
mentally
you do the
going
work,
through.
she need to do the work too.
No, like exactly because
So-
if I'm like genuinely like
Still
you know
meet her
what I
halfway.
fucked up, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna heal whatever. I'm gonna cut all the holes off. I'm not gonna I'm gonna block any outside
Change
distraction.
behavior, yeah.
Right? And if I'm like you said, if I'm doing all this work and then I'm still like maybe you know what I'll give it like 6 months. I'll give it 6 months. Now, I'm not gonna press her at the 6 month mark and be like, yo, like what's up? But then that's when that conversation needs to be had. Like, yo, like I've been doing this for the last 6 months. I'm not saying that you need to give me an award. I'm just saying that maybe you need to tone down a little bit and then like allow me to do more things or allow yourself to kind of pull back just to kind of see because you're not going to be able to fully trust me
Okay,
again,
question.
right?
Hold on.
What
hold
if
on,
she
hold on.
doesn't?
Wait.
What?
Well, I gotta pee. Go ahead. I was trying to.
For real?
Ricky, I wasn't finished though. Ricky, I wasn't finished. I was like,
Cause y'all was cooking.
Already the fuck.
No.
Yeah. Listen.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
What?
You know that's some man shit.
What's
You was
up?
on the roll.
Yeah.
And she like,
Because you got interrupted, you're done. You're like, I'm
He
good.
said that's a wrap.
Yeah,
you
nah.
remember your question?
fuck.
Boom. See, now he does.
I remember what I was gonna say.
See?
There's
Ah,
no
dang.
timeline. There should be
So
no
you're telling me if me and you're dating, you cheat on me,
Nah, we still
and then
wrong, still
I'm
wrong.
giving you that same. Like,
Don't
where you-
give me 6
wrong,
months
guy.
to get better, babe.
I'm not-
Give
but-
me wait till you see
So you tell- so you-
irrefutable
so you telling me-
progress.
so you telling me I
wait till
can-
you see me be like, all right, she's working towards it.
But that could be
And
like
she's
2. That could be
continuing to
2
work towards
years
it.
or something like that.
No, it's
No,
it comes
it-
down to
but-
But if
Hey,
it is,
Doc, Shark. The thing is, you know, a lot of times, for the most part, women are overthinkers, right?
and then they get
Yes.
triggered
And then,
too.
yeah,
So-
that emotion is gonna be aroused
Hold on.
again.
What is overthinking rooted in?
Insecurity.
No,
and
But where is insecurity rooted in? Fear.
Oh, of course, yeah.
All of that just goes back to fear. So if you have issues with fear, that's beyond me, love. You really got to do your self work.
So
Like if I find my man cheating and I decide to take him back after he's broken my trust, it is 100% up to me to decide that I'm going to try my best to work on trusting him again. Like, cause at the end of the day, I can't control nobody's actions.
Facts.
And if
So-
I don't trust you, I need to leave.
It was just I
No, you
just
was
I just
speaking on
wanted to
facts. I
interject
mean,
because I liked
what's
you know
up?
the fact that there's an like what Nadia was saying, there's an effort, but you just still gotta meet them halfway. You gotta understand that you hurt somebody. You feel me? There's gonna be some type of emotional consequence for hurting somebody. So a month within, you can't expect to not get some type of reprimandation for hurting somebody emotionally. You got to meet them halfway. You can't get mad because they hurt.
Me personally, through experiences, I'm the person where I'm gonna do everything to make it work, like till I'm exhausted all limits, or until I'm like disrespected. So like, I'm like when people say unconditional, like I really like if I really do unconditionally love you, I will always love you the same way, no matter what. So like, if you have insecurities, I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna deal with them. But if it gets to the point where it stresses me out or it causes like
Emotional peace.
yeah, like my mental, I gotta go because it's like we're both gonna be riff-raffing, and I don't want you to be unhappy.
because then you choose you.
Yeah.
Right.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
Hey.
Okay. I want it snow.
Jesus.
Hold on.
That wasn't up enough.
Oh Lord. Lord of mercy.
All right. This says, what do you value more in having a spouse or a child?
Like, which one do you
What?
value more?
This is not a question.
This is a question. This is
This
a
is
really tough
absolutely
question.
not a question because there's no answer to this question because it depends.
You personally.
value
Me
That's what we're
personally,
asking. You personally.
for me,
Wow.
Yeah. 'cause
what do you
you're asking-
value more in having a spouse or a child?
I don't understand the
I don't-
question.
So
Here,
it's
I'm not
saying,
in
gonna
other
lie,
words, which one do you value more?
Which one
A
was
What
spouse
do you value more?
or
a
which would
spouse
you-
or a child?
yeah.
But it
No,
says
in
in
having
having.
a-
So, like,
But
what
dropped it in
about
having
It doesn't
a.
having it yet.
Boom.
What do you value more,
Oh.
a spouse or
having
a
a
child? There's a
spouse?
typo.
Okay, there's a typo. All right, because I'm like,
What do you value more, a
Okay, so
spouse
let me put it like
or
this.
a child?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Libra, so I'm really diplomatic here. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna give you two examples. When it comes to, I know people expected me to say a child, but when it comes to life, a child is my legacy. I'm gonna impart into a child. This child is gonna carry my DNA and push forth whatever I've started. That's why they're my offspring. So, on one hand, I would value having a child more. However, if I couldn't have kids, because I remember when I was like 13, my doctor thought I wouldn't be able to have kids because I had a brain tumor or whatever. I know that sounds light. I am not light about it. So if you had a brain tumor, I'm sorry. I'm just saying for me, I've gotten over. But that was a thing. So in that instance, if I couldn't, then of course I would love to have a child, but I'm gonna value having a spouse more. So that's why I say it depends, because that's a very real thing for me. You know, I think having a spouse, I look at it more like having a life partner, and that's also very necessary because we wasn't put here to be alone.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to answer that question in one way. I'm a very it depends kind of person. So that's my answer.
It can't.
I gotta answer one of the what?
Yeah.
Okay, well then it
Let
would
her
be
answer the way she want to
Pick one or the
answer.
other.
it would be having
One
a
or the
child.
other.
Well,
So in a
then it would be having a
circumstance-
child. It would be having a
Okay.
child because
Yeah,
now
for sure.
when I think
Okay.
about me, my legacy is very important.
Yeah.
So
That's how I feel too. I feel like whatever you put in your children or your child, that's gonna be you. That is literally a mini you growing up to be a baby, a toddler, a teenager, an adult, a grown up, and every value that you put in that human being is gonna live by that for the rest of their life. And everything that we've been through, right, to this moment, we gotta like put it into the child. So I feel like that's the future. I'm not gonna be here forever. I'm gone. 40, 50 years, I'm gone.
40,
So,
50.
Yeah, like
You got
nobody
like
live
70,
through 100.
you got like 60,
I ain't
70.
50, but you know, like we not living till 100.
Yeah, I
my G.
wouldn't
Why
wanna
not?
live.
You know what I'm saying?
With the new age technology that
I'm
might
gone.
come out,
That sounds stressful being 100 years old.
just make sure you check your prostate. That's what you need to do.
Make sure so you check your
Go ahead,
balls.
talk
check
that-
these and
Yeah.
all that.
But yeah, like that's you, man. So the legacy, yeah, I agree with you. I'm with that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. Now, do you want to go first?
It's
That is tough though. Because my children, yeah, they're my legacy, but it's like they're gonna. I know they're gonna live their lives. I know they're gonna be fruitful. I know I'm gonna have children that are gonna be.
So you saying spouse?
Low key, I am because
go.
at the end of the day,
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I heard you.
At the end of the day, it's like we could have more children. You know what
Or
I'm saying?
try.
We or try, or I can even adopt. Hypothetically speaking, anything occurs. I'm just saying some real shit. And then me and my spouse are who I would prefer to build those kids into, you know, the profound humans that we would prefer them to be. It's tougher to do that. Like if I have boys, straight boys. If I have straight boys, I would prefer to have my husband along my side to help me build those boys. You know what I'm saying? So personally, sorry kids, if you see this in the future, I'm sorry. I choose your daddy.
FTK.
I choose Zaddy.
Super tough question. I don't know
Yeah.
who wrote that one.
Facts.
You guys are evil.
Can't wait to get to the
Evil.
next one.
You
Kill
guys
the
are
kids.
evil, and your handwriting sucks.
It
Your
actually
penmanship. So both of you guys double whammy.
half and half.
Half and half, right? You guys both get that blow. But I mean, I'll sum it up as simple as this: I would die for my child. I wouldn't die for my spouse.
Ooh,
so
that's tough. You live by
I'll-
meanings.
I'd.
Without that spouse, you wouldn't have that child.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Insemination is a thing.
Now if you put it like
So hold on, I
that,
might change my
If
answer.
you
Hold on.
put it, if the doctor put it in me, I can push it out.
if you put it like that,
Fact, I could get a surrogate.
Like, right, you know.
There's so
No,
many
but
ways
yeah,
now to
I
do
feel
it.
like you can never, and I'm speaking on just like assumption and, you know, looking as a second party, but I think you can never experience a love like a love for your own kin, your own child.
It's two different loves.
It's different,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
It's
intimacy
different.
love, and then there's family love.
It's different.
Whoa,
It's
you
different,
feel family
but
with your husband too. You feel both.
Eros
it's
versus
different.
agape.
It's different, yes, and they're
Shut it
both
away if you
substantial.
must.
They're both significant, and they're both beautiful in their own ways. But for me, you say what holds more if I had to choose, the love for what I've created would win anytime.
So a spouse.
No, it's child.
You ain't create your spouse.
So it's
Yeah.
child, spouse,
Child.
And short.
Well, yeah, I got a kid, so. That's
Don't
why-
be
that's-
biased. Don't
No,
be.
I'm definitely like
That's why I
seriously
say
like.
be
I mean, he has to be. He's got to
No,
play.
like
He's
and
definitely
it's kind of taking.
No
bit-
disrespect. If you
No.
didn't have a kid,
It still would be a kid.
Yeah.
Now that you know
Now-
fatherhood.
So it's like taking bits and pieces of what y'all three said. Not you, Lala.
Sheesh,
But-
but she was.
But like for real, like there is a very, very big difference between like loving your husband or wife and loving a child.
Right.
And
Stay right.
I feel like I'm good.
More centered. There you go.
All right, you told me to talk.
No, I'm saying.
All right. So, like, it may sound weird, but you can find intimacy anywhere. You can.
But for
You
how
really
long?
can. Like, you can get in and out of different relationships. You can be married 2 or 3 times. However that may work for you. But a child, like, you have that one child. That child's forever.
And I also think
And-
you can fall out of love
For
Yeah, you
with
can.
a spouse. You can't
It's,
fall out of
you
love
can't
with
fall
your
out of
child.
love.
Oh, yes,
I
you
don't.
can.
No, I don't care.
With your children?
No,
Yes,
I don't
a lot of
care.
people
Children can
hate
turn
that.
evil.
No, but I'm gonna touch on that quick, and I'm gonna get back to my point. Like even a deadbeat has some kind of love for their child
Oh,
because,
yeah.
because that shit sits in the back of their mind. Like what
I
if?
think
What
it's
if?
because
What
it's
if?
forever.
That
Your
shit
child
is.
is forever.
Because you
It's
never
part of
know.
your
You
blood.
might run into him. You
Yeah.
might start asking questions,
That
or
shit
whatever.
look like you.
But a child, like when I saw my child being born, like yo, like my fucking mouth dropped. I was like, what the fuck? Like this dude got hair. Like you know what I'm saying? And he grew up. Like he's 3. He looks just like me. I'm teaching him the same things that I didn't learn when I was younger. Like right, that I had to learn through experiences. And
She gotta
stuff like that.
stop. She gotta
So
stop.
you can't teach your wife that. You can't teach your husband that. Like you can't.
Like,
Teach,
I beg to differ.
You can't.
I beg to differ.
No,
teach your husband how
so
to
if
read, Lala?
you're willing to teach a grown
That's
man how to
different.
be a grown man,
That's different. I'm
like,
just saying.
no, nah.
That's
If
different.
If you gotta
but you're talking
do that,
about teaching.
then that
You're talking about teaching and learning with one another, basically.
Yeah, no, like,
being the
but that's
fundamental
a different-
stature of what you're stating.
but that's different.
Teaching and learning with
My
one
child-
another. I
but my
beg to differ. You
child-
could do that.
I'll tell
with
you
your
this,
spouse
though.
too.
If y'all like, just imagine if y'all had kids. That child can be the person that ends world hunger, or like does something. Like legit. Like you could have sparked something in your child's mind that can just change the world, right? You can't do that
Or
with
you
a-
could
can't do
create
that
a
with husband or
murderer.
wife. You
God
can't.
forbid.
You can.
Oh,
No,
hey,
you can't. Like
Rick say you could create a
Murder-
murderer too.
God forbid.
you can
That's what
too.
I'm saying.
You can
now we
too.
going way left.
Up
man.
until
That's
his
why it's a
first
real
But you
child,
can also
child.
create
Love
that
that
from a
motherfucker
husband or
shit.
wife. You have to, in order to hate somebody, you have to love them, right? And like you can't hate somebody that you didn't love,
Yeah.
right? So that hate could turn into murder. That could the same thing can happen from a husband and wife.
Facts.
Same with the child. But that child that you're raising, like that love is just unconditional. Like it's a different unconditional versus husband and wife.
'Cause it's from
because
you.
I bet.
Because if your child does something that you hate, you know how many times I've disappointed my mom?
Yeah.
Like
And that love hasn't
But-
shifted
but the-
once.
She don't
But she
think
was
not
that-
one different.
she
different
don't
about
she
you.
don't not love me ever.
She might have
Like,
been
she
disappointed
still
in that
died for
moment.
me.
You're
Ever.
fortunate
Yeah.
though.
I know. I'm not
Yeah.
No, but
saying
I
that.
get what you're saying.
I'm not saying that there's not
You
parents
got
out there
some
that
people that
suck
just don't want
ass
kids.
completely. But y'all asked me about
For me,
me.
it's a
Right.
child. Like clearly, I'm single as hell. I didn't need a spouse to
Good
have
for
a
you.
child,
Good for you.
right? I didn't need a spouse to have a child, so you don't need.
Why
it.
is
You
that
don't necessarily-
clear?
For those that are watching, y'all know this.
Hey,
Some of y'all don't.
We are
know.
speaking to
Because
the
you
people,
got
man.
pussy popping on your shirt. That's why it's clear.
Anyways,
that's a
so
that's a
Yeah,
legend right there.
the city
It is a legend, but I mean,
so all I'm saying is you don't need a spouse to have a child, right?
You don't.
Shit happens, right? You can have a child out of wedlock.
no, I
you can
can't stop
have
staring
a
at
one
it.
night stand. You can have an adopted
what she
child.
said.
You can have a surrogate baby or whatever. It's just a child and an actual grown ass adult husband and wife. Like that's just a different kind of love. You raising somebody from a fucking infant to a grown ass person. You 60 years old looking at your child become something successful. Like that's great. Like I'm not looking at.
Versus your
Yeah, I'm not.
husband or wife.
Bro, I'm not looking at my wife like, yeah, I'm gonna hype my wife up, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
not looking at her
support,
like
like,
she
you
did
know.
that on her own, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I
She
didn't help
did
her
it
do
on
that.
her
Hey,
own.
hold on.
No.
Just to be devil's advocate,
What's
right?
up?
If Jeff Bezos didn't have a spouse, she wouldn't be a billionaire. So I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I can make my child.
But
a
she
billionaire.
also
I can
was
make my
with
child-
him.
I agree, Ricky.
From the
You
bottom
told
when he
me.
was selling books. So
I agree
So
with
she
what
was
you guys are saying.
above
at one
Yeah,
point,
she was above him.
right? So she believed in his dream.
Exactly. That's where spouses connect and they build.
Right,
That's
and
why
they
they're both
build
important.
their
That's why she
legacy of
deserves that.
kids.
I'm not saying that to knock
But
her.
for him to
I'm
have the
saying that
knowledge and
because
have the
she was
drive to
there.
get where he got at came from his parents. It's that nurture.
No,
love,
it
and
came
care.
from there, but there's a lot of men or a lot of people, whenever they're in relationships, and give them that extra drive to achieve more.
Right.
Some people, it's their kid.
Right.
But some people get it more like, I do not want to let this girl down. I know I have to provide for this.
That's
person.
where you.
motivated
That's
by
where you
different
return to the root of the question. What do
You value.
value?
No, Nadia. We're just doing
I think
open
what- so
dialogue.
it's
It's not.
more
It's
so like-
People
just,
value,
In most
you know,
of
that
family.
companionship.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
value, you know, that bouncing
That-
back
that
back
blood.
off. People value sex.
bloodline.
People value, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll
facts.
give you another
People
one.
value more. I
That
think
should've
it's a
been
sense
with me.
of family. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a really, really tough question.
Gary, next question.
But what
A
about
really
all
tough
those?
question,
What
'cause
about
you gotta
all those
value
people?
your family. For me to love my spouse, love my kids, I gotta value family. Because my spouse could turn, my kid could turn. I still gotta love them.
Jeez, this girl said my kid can turn.
And they tell you everything else that leads up to it and all the hate that leads up to this and pros and cons of here and pros and cons of here. But at the end of the day, there's still love.
Some love, but at the end of the day, we're just gonna wrap it here and go to the next question. But at the end of the day, both can fall out of love with you.
Yeah.
So you can
That's
still have
tough.
love for them, but that pain that it brings where they do not want to connect with you anymore. That's why people lash out a lot. That's why people have mommy daddy issues is a
You
big
talking
thing.
about the kids, right?
I'm talking about both.
Okay.
You know, because that's why we have nasty divorces. That's why we have abusive relationships, right? Because people hate their spouse to a certain
Oh,
extent.
boy.
And then you also have kids who feel trauma from their parent neglecting them,
shit up
and they
fools.
want to be seen. And then that comes to creating those
shit up
insecurities,
fools, right.
creating deficiencies in them as a person that cause them to
low lives in
become
society.
murderers or killers. Because like they said, right? Like a lot of people, inmates in prison, come from single mother homes
So let me
or
tell you,
single parent.
Single parent.
But I don't
mainly
care.
mother homes,
Like
but yeah.
in that situation,
That
I'm,
lack-
I'm
Those
are
like
very
I'm
specific.
100%
Love
positive in one of those situations. Going back to the child, that the mother may be deeply upset about what that child did. Like, say if they became a murderer, but I can guarantee you that mother still loves her child.
Yeah.
So
And
in
also,
this
But
but
what
if
if-
that
I
child-
can
So, hold on,
guarantee
so
you
just
that.
What if
okay,
that
so
spouse?
Tie them though.
Never
Did you
mind.
guys
Let's-
not
we go too
say?
deep.
Hold on.
We go too deep. We
Did
go
you
too
guys
deep.
not say that most hate roots from love?
Yeah.
No,
And
they
in
didn't say
most-
that.
Did we
you
not?
said that.
No.
We did say that.
Hate's rooted in love.
No. I
somebody
said,
It said
you
to
can't- I
hate
said
Oh, you
somebody.
can't hate
somebody.
without
You can't hate
love.
without love.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
same diff,
Oh.
same diff, low key.
She
In
said
that
this.
sense, if you're going through a divorce, there's so much hate in a divorce.
Oh, venomous.
Do you know how
Depends.
much love it took to have that much hate?
Yeah.
It's the same. You know what I'm saying? It's the same diff. It's the same
But it's
diff.
because you know you can throw that person away.
you
can't-
gag.
Hold on,
Hold on, answer
because
your question. I want to hear. I want to hear you. Go ahead.
Because I was gonna say, like, yeah, we have the cases where the kid is valuable, but then you have the people that don't value that kid, right? And how they treat that kid, right? We seen that viral moment where that lady got arrested because her spouse didn't want to give her this type of love or the one person she wanted to be her spouse didn't give her that love, so she smacked her infant baby, talking negative to the
What?
baby. Y'all didn't see that? That went
that
viral.
lady-
How many people sacrifice their children to be with a woman or a man? Look how many people.
That's
let
true.
Their,
Oh, can't do
you
all
let
that.
them a child. That's because you're dependent on a spouse.
Yeah.
You value your relationship with your
I think-
spouse
well,
more than you value your relationship
The
with your
child.
That's
child.
true. That's true. But I feel like it also takes because you could also be the type of parent. You could also be the type of parent that loves your child so much to where if they're not doing what you tell them to, you beat their ass. If they're not the perfect child, if they're not being the child you want them
Are you
to be,
talking
if they're
about
not being
abuse
your
or corporal
legacy,
punishment?
either one. If you're not being your legacy,
I believe in
you then
corporal
emotionally abuse them, telling them that they're jankra or call them whatever name
Or
you
send
need
them to live
to.
with
I've
other
been called
families.
Or
that.
send them to live, or send them out of country to
send
do
you to
some type
Haiti
of
to
That's people
military
who don't know how to
work.
parent. That don't have
And
nothing
that's
to do
also,
with your
and then
value.
vice versa. That's also people who have mental issues.
Yeah.
But
You
we're
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about
If
value.
you're right,
This gets
either
deep.
way, there's negatives
let-
and positives. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well,
I've
So
been
if-
abused, but I know that my parents loved me, but I
Right.
felt like I was being abused at the
discipline
time.
is just like-
Yeah, I
You've
felt
been
like I was
abused or you
but-
felt like you've been abused.
There's
There's
a difference between
Both.
extreme abuse and being
both,
beaten,
'cause
as a Caribbean.
my version of abuse.
There's a difference.
I don't think I was abused. I think I was just
Right.
harshly disciplined.
Yeah,
Right. That's
Corporal
the thing.
pun-
There's a
like,
difference
I've been
between
slapped
being
up.
Being a
being
parent.
disciplined
I'ma
and being
assume-
abused.
Here, Chard, you a parent? Anybody else a parent? Anybody else got a
No,
child?
I have a
sir.
dog.
I guess it's just
All
name
right,
is Toby.
cool.
Dog.
So I'll
His name
say,
is Toby.
I'll say, like with being a parent, like when your
18.
child gets a little
I
older,
come out 18.
your discipline to your child might be interpreted as abuse to them.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
But that's why the question says, which do you value?
Right.
more?
I was just
Because at
I was
the end
just
of the
saying that
day,
towards what you
if
said.
I don't value my child, my daughter, my son, then I might sacrifice them for my man or for my woman. I've seen men leave their family and go be with another
feel
woman
that.
and be living crazy, but their kids are poor as fuck.
Half the men in
I feel that.
Like, that's
You just gotta be a
literally
fucked
what
up
we deal
person.
with
I
in
gotta
our
allow
family.
that.
I feel
I
that.
gotta bleep that.
So that's why I
Sorry.
will always say I'm
True.
gonna go with my
All right.
child, just because.
Next question.
All right.
Yeah.
Which is worse, A,
Oh, this is good.
being used financially, or B, being used for sex?
Wait, what was the question?
Point to
Which
who
one
you-
is better?
Go read it
Hey.
again. Read it again.
Read it again. And
Hold on,
point
hold
for
on.
who you wait.
I gotta
And point for who you want to answer it first.
Bring it back, bro. We gotta let me think about
He's
this.
gonna
the
read
mic
it
is straight.
and point
This
for
will
who he wants
pause.
to
I gotta
answer
make a list.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
I need to write this down.
Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Me
What?
want no. Skinny
All
way.
right, so the question this one asks is, which is worse? Okay. A, being used financially, or B, being used for sex.
Yeah, let me
And I want
have
Huh?
No, he gonna pick.
nah.
gonna pick?
I'm gonna pick.
Charge
I'm gonna actually pick the order for the two that I
All
want to
Go
hear.
ahead, go ahead.
I want to hear from Rad, and I want to hear from my boy Shaw.
All
Oh, I
right.
didn't know we could select.
Okay, so here we
Just
go.
that one.
Well, you
Okay.
can if you want.
Nah, we
So
gonna switch it up.
here we go. Money can be made. Let me finish. The reason I'm gonna say that it's worse to be used for sex is because that's a violation spiritually, in my opinion. Like, you're degrading me because I let you in through my portal and you literally abused me. You abnormally used me for sex. If you wanted to use me for sex, you could have said that and gave me the option to be like, nah, I'm not with that.
But both of
But
them
he
need
probably
their
did
say.
give you
Right,
option.
but the thing about financial,
That's
the
my
reason
question.
why I look at funny is the money thing is funny because here's the thing with being used for money, right? Money is numbers. It can always be made. Like, you can lose money, you can lose all these things, but when it comes to your body, like, I'm sorry to get deep, y'all.
You have to make sex though.
What?
He's the only one in the world that says make sex.
One of the ways that we use people
It's true.
for
what
sex, one of the ways that we use people for sex is like escapism, and it's like trauma, like people that like violate people like that, and then there's people that like literally.
Hold on, we're talking. Let's not.
A.
We're gonna
A or B.
keep it.
You talking
here.
about in a relationship?
We're gonna keep it here.
This was a light-hearted
about
question.
one
Well,
another
if
for
it's a
sex?
relationship
More
thing,
relationship.
like I just feel like being used for sex because I'm a woman, so it's different. It's a different perspective being a female because I'm literally giving myself to you, right? And you're choosing to use me just for my body when you know if that's not what I'm trying to do. Like, if I'm trying to be intimate with you,
You do know men get used for sex too, right?
yeah, but I'm telling you that I'm a woman, so I can't tell you as a man how it feel to be used for your body.
You know how
I
some
get
men will
shocked
want a
with
relationship so hard, so bad that, and the girl do not want them. They only fuck them, and niggas feel devastated. Niggas will
Hey,
'cause
that's
of
what
that.
I'm saying though. Like,
Don't
being,
say Sebastian Shard that.
but that's
Oh,
what
my
I'm,
bad,
but that's
my
what I'm
bad.
saying
Shard
because
next,
you're
shard next.
degrading the person. Like, that's to me, that's
I
degrading.
disagree.
To like use somebody for sex, to me, it's degrading.
Look,
Remember,
she
you gotta
pretty
be-
much hit it on the money, and it's kind of crazy because I was thinking the same thing. So, for me in a relationship, like being used for sex is like terrible. Like me personally, I make money like 4 different ways. So, you ask me for some bread, or if I buy you something, it's whatever. I'm probably gonna get that money back in a couple hours, right? So with sex, I believe in soul ties. So, I don't know how many bodies I got. I don't care. I'm 30. Like, who cares at this point, right? But all those people that I've had sex with over the time that I started having sex till now, like, I'm tied to them forever, right? Like, I am. I don't remember everybody I have
The
had
good
sex
ones,
with.
though.
I don't know if they remember we've had sex
The
or
good ones,
whoever.
though.
But I'm tied to them in some kind of way. And to come into a relationship to where I'm only being used for sex and there's nothing else of value, like, that's sad. Like, there's so much other things that I have to offer to you aside from, just giving you some dick, dropping some dick off. Like, you feel me? So,
Like what, Shard?
But it's PG.
like,
Answer the question.
Answer the question, Sean. Let him know.
So much.
swallowing, like putting you at ease, relaxing you, like cooking. Like, I love to cook. You know
like
what?
the Dave
Anyways, keeping it on topic because I'm getting a little.
Which
I'll talk to you about that
ultimately
later.
leads to what?
So, but like seriously, like in all seriousness, like being used for sex in a relationship is trash. Like, you can use me for money, I'm gonna get it back. Using me for sex, I'll never get that back. I can never unfuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't. There's a lot of people I wish I could just take their body back, bro. Y'all know about that shit. It's a few bodies y'all wish was just like, damn.
Put that on the shirt.
Yeah, because she probably done went and told everybody, came back to you from a friend through a friend, and you just sitting here just like,
And fuck you up with the
I ain't even want nobody. No, I was fucking this girl. Shit wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? And then that happens. You can never unfuck somebody. Once you stick your dick into somebody, or that's no going back from that.
It's
Like, it could be
energies.
1 second you fuck that girl, and it's never coming back. And then also other shit ties into that. People use you for sex. They have all types of STDs and shit like that. Some of that shit you can't get rid of. You feel me? Like, somebody can rob me for $10K. I'm
I
gonna
guess
get
it
10K
depends on
back.
how many times you're being used for sex. You know what I'm saying?
Who the
And
person
don't
is.
tell.
and who you're being used
Yeah, who?
for sex. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, personally, I feel as though there's a respectful way to use one another.
I'm not gonna ever use
please one
anybody,
another.
like-
No. I think it's Future had a whole song.
We
where
all
it
use
literally
each
states
other.
that in a
We all
way.
use each
Thank
other.
you.
No, but
Man,
like,
mind you,
if we're talking,
Nine
we're talking
times
about
out of
the
ten,
way.
nine times out
How
of
many
ten,
times you ate pussy when you didn't want to?
most men who are wanting to get into a
Jordan.
relationship with somebody are using 2 other women for sex. So
Lala,
let's not speak contradicting here.
hear what Ricky just asked.
I'm
Ask
sorry,
the
what did
question
what did you say?
clearly.
Shut up.
Nah, I just asked him.
It was out of control.
What did Ricky say? I
Go
don't
ahead,
even want
go
to
ahead,
hear.
go ahead.
No,
I said-
when I'm talking about use, I'm talking about more
guy's
than
nuts.
degrading terms. Like,
I-
right?
if
You're
it
using
were-
somebody
But why does that
for
have
your-
to be
for your
just
own-
That's what I'm saying.
degrading?
Why does it have to be degrading?
Guys,
using
used for sex.
If I'm using you because of the knowledge that you have to help me start a business, that's different, right? You're enhancing me. There's nothing enhancing about sex.
What?
No, let me go.
Wait, I gotta use
So
the
you're
bathroom.
telling me y'all had that great of sex that's made that shit made y'all that much of a
It made
person.
it inspired me.
Yes. What? We're on
It inspired.
bro. Like what the hell?
Don't get me wrong.
Listen, hey.
I enjoy sex and I do sex like a spiritual level, bro. Like, sex doesn't. You're not uplifting my spirit by you giving.
See,
me
that's
some
the
great
problem.
pussy.
That's the
Like,
problem.
No, I'm
That's
not.
the problem
No, there's so
with
many other
2020
things that I'm not
society. Yo, hear me out. That's the problem. Because people are having sex too often with just anybody.
Are they?
I don't know. Maybe this is what it's. I have no idea. I'm just speaking. I'm just
I'm over
speaking.
at this moment in
For
life,
you.
I just
I
value
don't
a
know, not
lot
even
more
so.
things.
Not even so. Don't disrespect. More so speaking based upon what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more so you're saying that sex isn't a monumental moment. Like,
For
even
me.
okay, I guess.
For me.
Even if you choose like friend on friend, I've literally had that friend where, again, I think some women can say that they've had moments where they go months without having sex, but you find a friend. You know what I'm saying? Where you guys have a companionship. You're not in a fully blown relationship, but you literally have a mutual conversation that says you two are going to share each other's bodies with one another.
That sounds
I'm not
so
saying-
perfect.
and I'm
And
not
it may come, maybe it comes into an actual real relationship. Maybe it does. That's how 9 times out of 10 most marriages come about, because you are now 2 physically human beings with
Or
one
you
another.
had
Now,
a kid.
answer
And
the
that's
question.
that's
A or
9
B?
times out of 10. That's some of the best sex you'll ever fucking
A
have.
or B.
A or B?
A or B.
Since you're going.
A or B.
Friend sex.
Hold on.
You forgot when you're sitting there, and friend sex only comes from one of you two
sounds
telling
cute.
each other, let's
This is
use
crazy.
one another in our time
I
frame
guess
of our
all
lives
I'm saying.
for our sexual pleasures.
Let me
Not saying
talk-
I'm
let me
gonna
talk-
use
let me talk.
you
Right.
I'm not gonna be
for
long.
your body and then go fuck 12 other
Pretty
bitches
much,
and then
you're
use
getting what you want, and I'm
Exactly.
getting what I
And
want.
we're going about our lot.
right.
Thank you. Period.
All right, Shard.
But what's worse, A, being used financially, B, being used for sex? I said B, being used for sex.
Lala.
What's worse?
Yeah.
Being used financially.
Nadia.
I don't know. They're both fucking bad.
Facts.
Pick one,
Yeah,
man.
pick one. What's worse to you? They
I
equal?
don't. I don't have. Yeah.
All right, boom. She got equal. They both
She
got
wrote AB.
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 Damn.
Epi, that's
Y'all
it.
told me earlier that wasn't an option, but my answer is B. Relationship with just sex being used.
It's B for me.
Boom.
It's the
Lala,
B for
next
me.
question.
Strawberries
Find
all
the right
in the
person.
bow.
Gaining something
All right, one
from
mic,
sex.
guys. One mic.
No. Well,
One mic.
Really? I said strawberries.
What's that?
What was your most embarrassing moment in the bedroom?
Banana.
Oh,
Not
snappy
strawberries, but
doodles.
Banana.
So since we found out we could switch it up, I'm gonna let you know what? If you didn't start with him at first, I wouldn't have started with you. But you gotta answer the question first.
Dang.
If he didn't start with you first, we wouldn't make you
What
go.
is
So
it?
don't
War?
laugh.
It's war zone out here.
Yeah,
Reiterate the question.
Say the question one
Sure,
more time.
of course,
Just to
man,
make
of
sure so I
course,
can
hold on.
answer that properly.
Me. What was your most embarrassing moment in the bedroom?
The most? Oh, that's tough. I can say one of the most.
Dang, how many you got?
Right.
I mean, you all got
I never
bloopers.
really think about
Y'all
these
got
things.
bloopers
I try
behind
to
the scenes.
forget them.
I mean, exceptional.
So, okay. I was at my homeboy house, and
Okay.
I won't say whose house or apartment it was. And two girls came over, and we had some tequila, and we was doing foreplay, and I couldn't
Everybody?
get hard. I couldn't get hard.
Because you wasted all your
it
heart
was
in foreplay.
it was crazy, man. It was like it was amazing.
It'd be the
They was
anticipation.
performing in front of me. I'm like,
You wasted
yo,
all your
this is
heart.
not. I can't get hard.
So it was two girls
Nuts.
that you disappointed.
girls.
So I was at my homeboy's
That's
house.
wild.
I
And
thought
two
you
girls.
were
He
there.
wasn't there.
that-
I was
that
just at my
happens.
homeboy's house.
That happens a lot.
That happens a lot.
Did you get like overexcited? What happened?
I don't know what it was. It was my first time having a threesome. I think that's what it was.
That's what it was.
I was
Put too
like,
much
this is
pressure.
too much.
That
So
build
you're
up.
not-
Put too
Normally
much
it'd be
pressure on
regular
yourself.
drawings.
Yeah.
You know, like these was too
Fatties.
like.
Ooh.
These probably some boys.
So
There was
you were
two
in your
tens.
head, and that caused it.
He said somebody.
Yeah,
There was
these
two
these
tens.
somebody's
Sure as hell
queens.
disappointed those
NFL
queens.
wives.
Yeah, NFL like, yo,
Johns.
they find out. Oh my god.
Wait, did they find out?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
So it just nothing ever happened. Of course they found out.
And that was just like
Every man goes.
I
through
know
that once.
they went in the group chat and just I know they was going off.
But was that the initial intent for them? So
I don't know. It just led tequila, and then tequila went to the bedroom, and then the bedroom made.
oh
the,
yeah, it was in the bedroom.
I was
now,
playing
so.
the vibes. I got a little playlist going on.
Natural order.
And they just, I'm like,
So
whoa.
see how he was about to make sense.
How did that end? Hold on. How did that end?
I just
Wait,
said I
it
was drunk.
two wives.
It
It
was
was
two
two-
girls. No, you just.
No,
said
he
probably
was just
somebody's
describing
wives,
them
yeah.
how they
I
look.
wouldn't be surprised.
Oh.
It was like two Nadias. I was like, shh. No
So-
disrespect, like beautiful queens, you know.
So how did it end?
How did it end?
Oh wow, so they ended up getting into their own
For
thing.
sure.
So at least you got to watch.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not a good prize for niggas.
You wouldn't
could've
want to.
fucked, but
You
I
wouldn't want
watched.
to.
Yeah,
I mean,
watched,
but like
though.
that's
I
the
watched.
that's
Sex
the
is a
consolation.
sport, right? And if
Would
you're
you
a
rather
competitive
not watch?
person,
Turned around.
You don't want to
Nah,
watch.
niggas gonna watch. But
Unless
Exactly.
you're a voyeur. Unless
Take
you're
a
a
ticket.
voyeur. Hugh Hefner was a voyeur.
I don't
He
know.
watched?
Let me peek.
Very much.
Let me
That
peek
might
through
be
the
like-
window.
that's
Yeah.
might be
Chuck-
dope.
A cuckold, right? That's what it's called.
They could have kicked
You
your
know
ass
what
out
I'm
the
talking
room.
about.
You talking about the thing at the
You know, so I don't even know it's a Chuck Hole cuckold.
What are you referring to a cuck? Where
There it
where
is,
the
cuckold.
where the husband
Get him
watches
outta
you
here,
fuck his
folks.
wife? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the husband just sitting there.
Yeah, you sitting
Yeah,
there.
that
There's
shit.
a name for
Does
that.
that what is that?
It's called cuck.
cuckold.
Cuck.
I did not know there was a name for
That's
that.
where the,
Yeah.
that's where the room where the person come out.
That's
No.
a glory hole.
Oh, no, no.
Okay.
You're wild.
Something different now.
Cuckold.
You are in a nasty
Next
place.
person.
I know what your phone
goodness.
history
Next
looks like.
person.
Any of your erotic verbiage that you're trying to get cleared up, ask Shard, okay, everyone? He
know
knows
these
all the
actual
words and
verbiages for
definitions.
real.
He's sex positive, okay?
I guess I'll go next.
Cheers to that.
Sex
The
advocate.
guys out here, man.
Man,
Sex
Tell the
and
truth too, man.
enthusiasts.
I really told the secret. Oh, this is nuts.
all right, yeah. So,
We gotta think of one of them.
Oh wait, there
It's
was
the
a
worst.
question. I don't know that.
this is to me. This is the worst because I like.
Oh,
yeah. After that, I ain't hear from. Him. we went out. I was talking to a girl. We went out, got some drinks, got like fucked up. Like,
Word tequila.
I don't know. I usually start off slow, so old fashioned.
What, like a margarita?
Then I'll amp it up. We drunk or whatever. We catch an Uber back to the crib, and then shit pops off. You know what I'm saying? We in the bed, whatever. So I'm like when I'm drunk, I just have like these outer body experiences, right? So I feel like I'm not there, but I'm there. So we like fuck for a little bit, right? Pull out, and then I start eating her pussy.
Right. That's normal.
Right. I just
Right.
fell asleep.
Wait.
Like I literally just like fell asleep,
In her vagina.
like face on the
Face
vagina.
in her vagina. Wow.
But I don't think she peeked right away because I woke up on her.
Hold on. Let me ask you. You was laying down and eat, or you was
I was
like,
butt ass naked eating her pussy, and then I fell asleep.
Like laying like on like
yeah, like you was laying on the
Like
bed. You know how
face
you lay on the
first, like-
bed and eat it like
Like
that?
I was like
body flat.
I was on my stomach.
Oh,
the bed,
yeah.
hanging off the bed. Sleep, like legit.
Nigga was doing the plank.
You was kicking a little bit.
Nigga was planking.
I had 1 foot up. So I'm assuming we never got to finish, right? So
of course. Not.
you know when you sleep, right? When you around your homies, all right, y'all sleep, and then they be like, "Man, this nigga sleep." And you be like, "No, I'm not." Right? So she hit me. She was like, "Are you asleep?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." Like, what are you talking about? I'm good. And then she was like, "Nah, you sleep." And I'm like, "Nah, lay back down. I'm good. Like, lay back down." And then, like, she was like, "Nah." I'm like, "Cool." So I'm like, "You know what? Let me just go in the bathroom, clean up, whatever." So,
Damn.
you know, cleaned up, whatever. I get back in the bed, and I'm
That's
thinking at
tough,
least,
man.
right, we're gonna cuddle. So she waited until I dozed off, and then just cleared it, like,
Oh damn.
like just cleared it.
Cold blooded.
And
Damn.
then I hit her up after that.
No response.
No, she hit me back. I was like, "Look, sorry about last night." She was like, "It's cool."
No, it's not.
And I was like, "Hey, like maybe we can go out again, and let me just take you out and get some ice cream or
No,
something."
we
No
not.
response.
Yeah, I ain't get that.
Dang, they don't
So-
double
She left you on
block.
red?
She didn't have her receipts on. I know she was.
Even worse.
That was right.
But that was like mad
Yeah.
embarrassing because now, like, to this day, I will not have drunk sex, like, at all.
Ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Drunk
But that's not sober though. You
That's actually
good? Like
great.
that happens.
Like, I
right?
can't, I feel like drunk sex is trash.
It's
anyway.
overrated,
For
bro.
women,
It
it's
is.
different. It's a
High
different
sex
thing for them.
is.
Because they could
Us.
lie. They could lie.
Maybe okay,
But-
controlled.
Freaky.
Let's
Yeah.
be real.
I'm not saying
controlled
drunk, but like
sex.
tipsy.
Yeah,
Like, no,
controlled
I
drunk
was
sex.
tipsy's okay, but
Like-
I still,
Nah, I want
like,
to remember
if I-
that.
Controlled drunk
I'm
sex
just
is
like,
great.
if I know I'm about to have sex,
Maybe I've only
tonight,
done that with like my spouse.
and we chilling, 1 glass of wine, I'm not going past 1 because I don't want to get to the
One
point.
glass of wine.
I'm not
holy
falling asleep
lightweight.
on a coochie ever again. Like, I swear to
That
God,
boy
I'm not falling asleep
traumatized.
on a coochie ever again. But that was, for me, that was like my most
That
embarrassing.
boy went snorkeling.
Hey, before the ladies answer,
Here we go.
had a question. He was like, "What's worse?" The guys could chime in too, but what's worse, not getting hard, or getting hard and coming fast, like less than 30 seconds?
Coming hard and fast.
yeah.
Coming
way
hard
too-
and fast?
I'm sorry. The question, my answer came out before I was ready.
She ready to
I
answer
was
that.
ready to. Yeah.
As soon as the question
She came fast.
You see how you made sex just then? You gonna get it.
You gonna get it.
Go ahead.
Wait. What was the question for
The question-
as far as like me coming too fast?
What's
no,
worse
like just a
If
guy.
the guy comes too fast.
instead of getting hard?
If the guy comes if the guy gets hard and comes too fast, negative. Because then
You
I
rather
don't
him
get.
not. You
What?
rather him not.
So you rather him just be soft?
You rather not get hard.
Whatever, he's not soft,
get
y'all
hard.
had sex.
Yeah, because then I'm just not fucking you. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be mad if I'm
Because you're
sparked.
expecting to have
Right.
goods, and then it just.
Oh, because
Like
it still
to
counts
start
as
and
a
then to
body.
get killed,
I got it.
it's really fucking up my vibe.
I
mean,
agree.
excuse me, really messing up my vibe.
Yeah.
I would say
That's
I gotta
absolutely
disagree.
fair.
You disagree?
Yeah, I would say to not get hard at all, because you could come once and then we wait a couple minutes and we go again.
Now,
To be
all
fair.
niggas could do that,
What if
though.
all the
I'm
brothers
just saying,
not saying-
majority of the time that's what happens.
Oh, okay.
It's
cause
just
it's frustration
science.
with
It's
me.
called it's science.
Now, all niggas can
But
do
to
that,
not
though.
get hard at all, that's another part of science. Now, do you need a pill?
Yeah, you gotta go get that, what's
Yeah,
that? That
something's-
corner
I'm
store
just saying,
pill?
but if you
Get the
came
corner store,
first,
gotta
it's
go.
like, all right, maybe
Corny
you had a
goat
long
weed.
day.
Corny goat.
All right, cool, you had a long day, cool, but that's like, relationship shit, but whatever.
Blue Chew.
Yeah,
Get
you
right.
feel me? You had a long day,
Like,
cool,
if all
boom,
I did
let's
was
go
sit
again.
on you, that's Like I sat on you.
You
That's
might have
crazy.
had that fire though. Like,
Yeah,
I
facts.
had
You might have. She might have had
A
that
couple of
fucking
minutes.
golden
Nah, I
ticket.
had that
On
experience.
again. Now you
Nah,
go
nah.
30
Like-
minutes.
Not to be
Nah, bitch, you
TMI, but I've had
can't.
an experience. That's why I know
Yeah.
that's why I would never.
I mean, like, it ain't
just
my fault
couldn't.
that I came in 30. That's your problem. Like, your shit shouldn't have been
Nah,
like that.
you
like,
probably.
like, God, your
gotta
shit
make
should
your
not
mom.
have been A1
What?
like that.
No,
What's
you're
up?
just jacking your dick
It's a
too
clip.
much.
No, that's not the reason.
Wow,
why.
that's
Don't
funny.
blame it on that.
That's
Blame your
not.
mom.
That's not always the reason though. Some niggas
Okay,
get too
Mom.
excited.
That's
The
true.
women's
Or the vagina just too
just too fire.
splash.
Wait,
mouth.
Yes.
It's just too fire.
For
Like,
me, it's just like I understand it's
Disney
mental
World.
and all that, but also it could be your diet. Like,
wait, hold up. Time out. Hold up. I gotta hear this
It
one.
could be
Your
your
diet.
Yeah.
One mic, what are we saying?
absolutely,
She's a holistic.
absolutely, it has to do with.
So what? So like,
Oh, like men's diet.
No,
Yeah.
everyone's diet.
so your
both,
diet
yeah,
has
absolutely.
something to do with you
How
coming
quick you
fast.
come? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
And how
hey,
quick your
here,
cup is.
all right,
Eat
so
pineapple.
Yeah,
for
but
It's
men-
called erectile dysfunction, baby.
Facts.
Oh,
And it's connected.
Which is
to-
why I said science.
Here, watch this. Here, ladies. Y'all are ladies, and y'all doing things. You've read up on it. That's how you know that? Because you've never experienced it yourself, because you don't have
Vice
What?
versa. It could
I've
be
definitely
like
had
both.
plant-based dick. I've definitely had plant-based dick.
the
It's very
anatomy of a
fire.
man. You don't have what we have, right?
Yo, y'all have
So
it,
you don't
yeah,
know that
for sure.
experience.
You sure have
Like you
it.
say, I'm coming.
Just like,
Yeah.
but just like y'all said that alcohol is not cool to be having. Like it's harder
For
to.
some people, some motherfuckers are Superman on that shit.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Their
science.
life,
Let's
but
let's talk about science. Let's talk
facts.
about biology.
Consistently use
Like,
alcohol.
It definitely matters what you eat. The same way that it matters what my vagina tastes like based on what I eat. If I'm eating
Facts.
red meat all the time, drinking Hennessy all the time, that shit is acidic.
But I love
Facts.
my steaks.
Like way too acidic.
I love my steaks.
Yeah, I mean that's
But
fine.
for men too, you gotta understand, like
Everything in
a
my
lot
all
of
affects it.
things clogs up your own system.
Right.
So if your cum is really thick, you need to drink more water, eat pineapples. It's the same thing. We're humans before we're
It's
anything.
organs.
Oh,
Thank
At
you.
the end of the day, just like your skin
hold
will
on,
get
real
messed
quick.
up.
Just saying, no, real talk.
Hey,
I know, I just
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to-
facts.
it
Science.
works.
Hey, yo, real talk. Y'all thought y'all was off the hook, huh, ladies? Huh?
No.
There is
What's
no
the-
hook.
no.
Humans are humans.
No, I'm talking about what's y'all most embarrassing moment
Who wanna
in
go
the
first?
bedroom?
I
Yeah,
forgot
you
about
thought
the
she
Who
was.
whole
wanna go
section.
first?
I'm still thinking.
I'm thinking too. Cause
Rock, paper,
honestly-
scissors?
Oh, Lala, then they too.
Y'all don't
thinking.
have no embarrassing moments.
No, it's not that
Oh, rock,
it's
paper,
no.
scissors. Rock,
I
paper,
just don't be
I mean,
thinking
even
about
if
it
it's
as
not you,
embarrassing.
Shit,
The
none of
partner
us do.
you
Very
experience
secure.
something
Nah, it's gotta be them.
It's gotta be them?
Nah, that's the easy.
Can't
that's,
do that.
That's the easy way out.
Yeah.
What you mean it's gotta
I
be
mean,
them?
not coming
It's
up
gotta
at
be y'all.
all.
Y'all embarrassing moment for
No.
y'all.
I don't
He's saying
know.
like,
I
if you
can't-
didn't
No, it
have
has to
all-
be for me.
Yeah,
But
Right.
ladies, if he doesn't get up, y'all take that personal?
And this
I
is like,
used to.
Some,
this your
Yeah,
third
it depends.
time.
facts. I have at one point.
I've had that in the.
So
like,
now you just like it
earlier.
is what it is.
Yeah, 'cause
Right,
it's not
because
multiple reasons.
it
I don't know
really
what your diet is
yeah.
sometimes.
Exactly. It could be.
It could be that. It could be something
outside of
going
my
on with
control.
If that's your boyfriend, how long are you willing to go through that before you say, "Oh, yo, I'm out"?
You mean that one encounter that night,
Let's
or
say it happened.
No, it happened multiple times. Where he'll
It might be
on
spotty.
separate occasions?
We
Yeah,
gonna have
it
to
might
have
be
a
spotty.
talk.
Then we gotta talk. We
We
gotta
gotta have a
ask
talk.
like, hey, are
Yeah.
you feeling different ways for me?
Like that talk right there.
Is something going through your
No, it's
mind?
not
Like,
like
what's
a
good?
It's
That
more
to
like-
have that is like
That's tough for a
Yeah,
guy.
that's
It shouldn't be
tough.
tough. It
It's
should be
more for me.
realistic.
It's tough, but it's your
Cause we gotta be honest. Cause the pressure on sex is always on the guy. Like,
Yeah,
so no, it is.
it is.
It is like hands down.
Look how hard it is for y'all to tell us the embarrassing moment for y'all.
Oh, I
right?
see you. What
See
you're
what
saying.
Yeah. So like
That's
then
true.
so
Okay,
the
that's
that
very
so
true. That's
so
very
that
true.
pressure accompanied by you sitting in bed, probably rubbing on my head, butt naked.
It's okay.
What's going on?
It's
Are you
alright.
good? And I'm just like, first, I'm already in my head like I couldn't get
I'm
it up.
flustered.
Now it's like
Wow.
now she questioning me. So now should I lie or should I tell her the truth?
I'm drunk, babe.
It's
Yeah.
a battle happening.
Well, the
That's
thing
tough.
about it is, I
That's
think it
tough.
depends on the type of woman you are. Because for me, I have a very if I'm
This
having sex
episode
with
is called
you,
It Depends.
9 times out of 10, we're really great friends.
Yeah.
So you're usually really like, even though it might be a uncomfortable for you, we're not gonna talk while we naked. I'm gonna talk to you like on a mutual, even playing field,
That's
and just
worse.
kind of
Text me.
No, like not even text, because that's a horrible way to communicate something like that. But it's just like I'm gonna be like, when's the last time like you went to the doctor? Like we'll be having a casual conversation. When I'm saying this, it's not when we're having it. It's not the day after.
It don't matter when. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What?
I already know.
Nah, so that's crazy because then that's an insecurity you have because we're all supposed to
no,
get
now
a
you
regular
start
checkup.
feeling.
Nah, you gotta be having
I get it.
regular
All right, so now you're disregarding his feelings.
How is that disregarding?
Because
the
listen-
feelings?
Disregarded his feelings though. We can't start from a place of healing and then ignore a nigga's feelings. But you want them to listen
Hey,
to
that's
your
a bar.
feelings.
No, I'm triggered.
That's a whole
do that.
bar, bro.
You can't do that.
That's not how I start the conversation. The conversation is a casual conversation, and we're talking because this is something that I would normally talk about anyway. I talk about
What you would
I talk
talk
about
about.
health. Y'all asking about what I think. If we talk about mental health, if I talk to you about if you're messing with me,
Oh, you go ahead.
we're
You
talking
go
about
for it, yeah.
everything. So if I bring up the doctor, that's not abnormal. Because I asked you if your
I think
eye
it's
hurt
how
the
you
other
bring
day.
it up because
But
the
that's
way
not-
you like, hey,
let me-
you ever been to the like, whoa, like,
Nah, it's more so.
But
I
that-
get where
you
she's
know,
coming
I'd
from.
rather you
saying,
just-
I'm
I'd
not
rather you just
having-
be like,
keep it
That's
100.
insecurity because
Nah.
I'm asking
You see, now you
if I'm
disregard his
asking
feelings
you,
yet again.
no, if I'm asking you a week later,
It doesn't
why
matter
would you
your-
the
think
time.
that
what's
I'm
your
asking you
point
that
that
because of
we're-
your dick?
Disregarding
disregarding
the
their-
man's feelings on how
No,
he
because
wants to
what you
discuss
gotta
the
understand,
conversation.
Ricky.
I'd rather you just.
Because
How
one,
is it
first and
disregarding if
foremost-
she brings it up?
Right. First and foremost,
No,
you gotta
she's bringing
understand.
it up,
Hear me
but-
out. One
go
mic,
ahead.
right? First, you gotta understand is okay. Her approach may not have been the way you anticipated, but men also argue with women all the time that we get insecure about your approach.
Yeah.
So of course, her approach may not have been what you anticipated. Her actual moral value is stating something that still is positive.
That's cool, but-
Stating that, hey, when's the last time you got checked?
I-
Okay, maybe in that element she could have came
But I
off
didn't
a
even
little
say
bit more
check.
sensitive.
I said going to the doctor.
Right, going to the doctor.
That could be the
However
primary
else-
physician.
However else she came
Right.
off, regardless of the circumstance, yes, it may not have been the way you wanted to be approached. However, the standpoint of what she's trying to say
Nah,
is,
yeah, the intentions
hey,
are good.
I
where-
get the
where-
intentions.
No, it's
are
not even
good.
about the intention.
So at which we also
Honestly,
are human and we
let's get
got
back to the
kind of
main
gotta not
question.
take things personal because men never want us to take things personal, but they take things personal
No,
too.
but that's not even my point.
So she's
like
saying,
y'all,
don't take
y'all
it
all missing
personal.
my
It's
point.
What's the
still
point?
valuable.
Yeah, what's the
The
When's the
whole
last time
point
you
of-
got checked?
the whole
Period.
point-
To the
Have this
question.
conversation.
Period.
Say your
the
point.
whole
and then
point
we'll
is
get back
being
to the question.
transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
don't take it
we
personal.
If we don't communicate, why are we in a relationship?
Here. Okay,
Yeah.
so cool.
Like if you
No,
don't
let's
trust
get back
me
to
the
to
question.
if you don't trust me to handle you with care, why are we in a relationship? I'm not going to
But so
ever
then that wasn't
try to emasculate my man. Like I don't know it like that's just not me. I've seen that happen. I've seen my mom do that to my dad in ways like I'm not gonna do that. Like I've learned from looking at other people.
Here. All right,
So it wouldn't be like a hey, let's talk about what happened the other. That's not what I would do.
I think it does go with the intent, though. But I think what Ricky's trying to say is, though the intentions might have been well,
It's
that's
gonna
not
be
the way they want to be
interpreted.
received.
Yeah.
That's not
Right.
the way they
Here.
receive it is not going to be what they desire.
There's
Like,
really
it's
no
not-
way.
that's my
no
thing
way to have that conversation. Look,
So it's
look,
like-
I'm telling you from a man's point of view. We're only speaking from a man's point of view, not
It's above
attacking
me.
what you're saying. I get that
No,
you're
it's
trying.
because y'all not.
No.
Here,
We-
don't
Y'all not
get
getting
here.
what I really
No.
I think she did already.
No, we can really agree to disagree. I don't need to get anything. I'm good. I'm just because if yeah, but I don't need to be understood because the thing is, it's a matter of how you handle each other in a relationship. The way I handle my man when I have a man, I'm careful because I want you to be careful with me. That's just how I rock.
And that's
everybody
your
don't
intention
rock like that.
with that. To be careful to handle your
Yeah,
man
I
with
wouldn't.
care.
But that's the thing. Like, it's not about having. Because you brought up weight, right? If somebody wants to tell me I'm getting fat, I like me personally. I am not the type of woman that takes things to the heart immediately. I'm a transparent person. I want us to be honest with each other without being harsh because the truth is harsh enough. So I don't need to be hard. I don't need to come at you. It's literally like you will feel where my heart is talking to you. So if you can't feel that, then we can talk about that too, because that's a whole nother situation. Like if you think I'm gonna come at you and like kind of disregard your feelings and stuff like that, or if you feel like I am, like, because the way I'm talking to y'all right now is totally different than when I'm talking to my man about something with intimacy. It's a totally different tone. It's a totally different like energy that comes through because now I'm going to like make sure that you know that I'm being careful with you because I know you're fragile with that. Just like I would be fragile if my vagina constantly was dry. And that is
Cool. So I raised my hand this time so you can see that I was listening to everything you said.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna spin back and use your words. You said the truth is already harsh.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking, I don't care who you're talking to. Yeah, you personally may not take it personal. You may not, you want the transparency like that. But do you understand? Like, this is us speaking. Whenever we're saying something, it's not necessarily speaking about you because we ain't.
No, I know
experienced
you're not talking about.
All right. So with that being said, it's like we're saying it because we've experienced. Dog, if you're talking to somebody, for the most part, if you tell them you're starting to gain weight, you could be. There's no pretty way to say that.
Right, it's a shot to the ego for sure.
Right. So
either
it
way
doesn't
for
matter
everybody.
when you bring it up.
Right.
That person is gonna sit there and like they've already had it up here.
Mm-hmm.
If you see that you've been gaining weight, you already got it up here.
Mm-hmm.
To hear it, you're like, you know, it's a slap in the face. That's all I'm saying.
And I think to his point, no matter how you say it, with the love and the sitting down and the intimacy that everything that you were describing, they're still going to receive it however they want to receive it.
Right.
It's because we
But-
already know, and going back to the being soft part, we already know we fucked up, right? In the head, like we already thinking like she's probably gonna say something about this shit, and then you bring it up.
Right.
So I'm already feeling bad about it. You bring it up, now it amplifies it 10 times. So now there's it's just really just no way you can word it, but it also depends on the person. So if I'm more like you said, like if your man, if y'all were transparent and working on being honest with one another, then he may be more receptive to what you're saying or to whatever the issue may be. But just in general, because we've all experienced something of that sort, or just something of the lines where we shit that we know that's fucked up about us, but we don't want to hear somebody else bring that up to the table. Like that shit's hard to kind of word that into a way of concern or to a way of like making it aware to that person, because we've already know. So you can't sit here and be like, babe, you went to the doctor because last night, well shit, I already know my dick
That's
was
crazy
out.
to me though.
What's
The
the
girls
most
gotta answer.
embarrassing thing that has happened to you during sex?
Honestly, it's hard for me to bring it up. I don't really know for sure if this is the most, but like, you know, when you be on antibiotics, that shit really messes with your pH balance and it will completely dry your vagina out. And it's the worst. Like, to me, it's not embarrassing. It just is what it is. But in the real world, that would be considered embarrassing, I think.
So he got carpet burn?
No, hell no. I was in pain is
Yo,
what it is.
it's
So it's
nothing-
embarrassing because I feel like I can't say anything.
So you give off a little sense.
So you didn't just like let it
No,
ride?
she
So
ain't
you
saying
just let it happen?
We had to ask. 'Cause
Relax.
No, but it can happen though because
It can.
antibiotics mess. I mean, I'm telling you,
not like a long
it's
day.
horrible if you don't take probiotics to combat it. Like,
Yeah.
So
You
just-
can
so
literally
you just kept
be-
going that night.
yeah, and it hurt.
You
Sheesh,
just let it
because I
rock.
didn't want to
You
say
just
nothing.
let it rock. Like,
So I was embarrassed. You may not know I was embarrassed, but I was embarrassed.
I've done that, and it hurts. It hurts too. Like it hurts
Because
me
there's
too.
no lubrication.
Yeah, like so
Yes.
he kept going. That was
Gotta,
crazy.
you know.
That boy wanted it.
I don't remember,
That boy
honestly. I just remember being in
he must have
pain.
been through some things in his life.
And I told myself I wouldn't do it
Boy.
again. And I
I've
started buying
experienced that,
lube
and I
just in case I'm
immediately
on some
get
kind of
laid,
medication.
pulled
that
out
does
and
that.
laid down. I'm like, yo, thanks.
Yeah,
Something ain't right. So we'll try again tomorrow.
Facts.
Side part of it out the way.
Because, child, the older I get, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be like, listen, we can't do this. It ain't working out.
So you just hug him.
Yeah, that rug burn ain't.
Nah, I just get off.
Rug burn.
Gangster.
Because it ain't
You've
fun.
been stabbed with a whole bunch of needles. and shit.
It absolutely.
You gotta get that KY sometimes.
Yeah, I listen, I've invested. I've invested.
I've never
That
used
means
Ever
you got
since
like-
then-
that
ever
means you
since
got
then-
4 or 5 bottles.
Nah, one. But every and I've had to re-up. But anytime I even have an inclination of dryness, I pull that thing out of that top drawer.
Yeah. Go lock the door.
that shit worked too.
It worked good.
That worked.
Warming sensation.
Nigga, that shit.
All right, next, ladies.
La la.
I'm ready to hear this one.
I definitely had an embarrassing moment, but it wasn't so embarrassing because it was with somebody I loved.
See, that's why.
But it was still, honestly, it was still embarrassing because it's just like, whoa, wow, I'm so sorry. But
Oh, you-
I was giving my man sloppy toppy, and I threw up all over.
How did I know you were gonna say
Completely like, but the dopest part was I sucked it right back up.
Oh,
That is
I felt so bad. I was like, but then not all of it, of course. Oh God, oh, this is my lover. Like, this is my lover. We love each other. You feel me? No. And this was one of those
So
nights.
hey, can I?
This was one of those nights after the club, and I was
What did you eat
lit,
that night?
and he was. I don't remember. I think
This
it was
is
chicken.
giving-
It was a
Gotta know.
beefaroni
this is
type
giving
of
two
night.
girls
But
one
the
cup.
food didn't. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Definitely
Y'all
giving
wanted
two
the
girls
truth,
one
right?
Was it? Was
And then he
it?
jumped.
No, he was lit too. So, but what it was,
thought it was just super wet.
how it happened too is like he was like,
when you woke up,
he was lit too. So I literally like, I was like, yo, don't move. Just do not move. Don't
The lights was
move.
off?
Just
The lights
the
was
lights are off.
Praise God.
Did you tell him after or in the
Yeah,
moment?
after in the
Oh,
moment, I was like,
you
don't
saved
move,
him,
just
yeah.
stay still. Don't move. And I ran to the bathroom.
That was
Shirt that said,
Yeah.
don't move.
Don't move.
I was literally like, yo,
Don't
just
move.
don't
Put it on
move,
the shirt.
please. He was like, what? I was like, just don't move.
Lala to go.
I ran
yeah.
to the bathroom and I grabbed the towel and it was, I cleaned it up. You know, and I got some soap, wiped it up, fixed the situation.
Cleaned it all up.
I cleaned, what
She
you
said
mean?
she loved him.
Because I was still ready. Yeah, of course. I was still ready and he was still ready. So he was like, what?
She went and
How
got.
you
Listen.
sorry?
She went and
Bro,
got the
Mommy
rag.
has a smell.
Bro, hold on.
It didn't. No,
Hold
I
on.
think we were just that
My-
lit that
yeah,
we didn't smell
yeah,
in that
'cause
moment.
his
You know what
nose
I'm
was-
saying?
Hold on.
Oh God, probably.
COVID.
Hold on.
But in that
Cause
in that moment, we didn't smell shit. We didn't like. I just literally, it was so
Tequila?
quick. Yeah, it was so
All right,
quick.
so
I
make
literally
sure
was
the
like,
next
don't
time
move.
the girl.
no tequila.
Let's
for
go. Boom,
nobody.
boom, boom.
Hey, not gonna lie though. Not gonna
As soon as
lie.
I would have heard, I would have went to the
But
bathroom.
that didn't happen though, because
No,
I was
you're
getting
in
my
the
man's
moment,
hair.
I mean,
Are
you already
joking?
gagging anyway, so you
Yeah.
don't know which gag
So,
from which.
Charger.
I'm not about to just lay down and just like chunks of bell peppers.
But you don't.
You have no
he's
choice.
lit.
And then you slap
It's
it back
dark.
up.
He's
He
lit.
didn't stop it.
Oh,
he didn't
man.
know, and there wasn't
Yeah.
like
She
chunks
ate the
or
chicken
anything like
again.
that. It was actually surprisingly very
It
smooth.
sounds cool, but
Nah, so Shard. So
Shard gonna look out
so
for
when
chunks
when
next
this
time.
happens, like she said, they they can't control that. So
Yeah.
no, I mean I get it.
It's-
Shit
Get
happens.
back
Bro,
in my
the
throat,
shit-
bro.
I was about to laugh while drinking that.
So you don't vomit it.
You
know
know,
what?
watch
I
this
have
shit
no-
too.
I have
Like,
no-
why would you
nothing
say
to
this
say,
out loud?
man. That's pretty
That's
embarrassing.
gangster though.
Go ahead, Nadia.
But the
Hey,
fact
look.
that you cleaned them up though, that's
We
what
are
Sitting
right
here
after, bro.
trying
It
to
was crazy.
think
Oh, it's
this
still
whole
saucy.
time. I don't think
It's on Nadia. It's on Nadia.
I don't think I have an embarrassing like.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Miss Professional.
No.
Does that mean like you don't have sex often?
Okay,
No, I don't
Don't
think
give her no
that's
steak.
that.
I'm joking.
You
I mean,
go
what's
back to
often?
the- when are your book?
Often?
every other day,
3 times a week
once a
at
week,
least.
twice a week.
I mean, are you in a
Or-
relationship?
That's a lot.
There are times we do
every other day.
when I didn't have a partner, it wasn't that often, but you know,
True.
it's you know pretty often now that you know there's someone to fill that spot. But I don't know. I don't have any. Like fuck. I really want one.
You ever
like,
sharded?
I really want.
Sharded?
I probably
Oh,
quit.
They would. So y'all,
None of
why
it
would y'all have to?
sharded.
So your
That's
record
not
is
embarrassing.
perfect.
Like, and in the moment, I probably thought it was.
You
but
ever
I'm just
farted?
like,
Every
Not queef, but farted.
farted during sex.
Something realistic to women. Have you ever had your period during sex by mistake?
Not
Nope,
mistake.
not by mistake.
Yeah, not by mistake.
This
so
was
you
a
read- you
ketchup
read
on
red
your hot
Yo,
dog.
Rick,
Well, I guess that's not embarrassing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It was great.
When they say a period,
It
I'm
was
talking about a sentence.
none but a sentence. Third day, fourth day type
Go
shit.
ahead. Nadia's good on it.
Fourth day
Drunk
type
as
shit.
hell.
Or
Next
no.
question.
Damn, I was.
You ain't pee when you
I
supposed
was
to
on some
squirt.
things when I was younger because that happened when I was a teenager.
Did I? Nah.
Like the period.
I
was
really
like, yeah,
want
let's
one.
get
I
it.
really want it. I'm gonna think.
And I
about
had
it.
just had.
So all your sex encounters have been good.
No,
saying?
absolutely not.
No, I ain't talking to you.
Oh, hers.
No.
No.
She said she's.
But it's you said it has to be on my part.
Yeah, for sure.
She's in
No,
she's in
I'm
relations.
not. I'm
She's
not.
in relations now, so it's probably good. Or probably what we think is embarrassing is probably regular, or just like,
Yeah, and then not only that, like if you with somebody, you got a level of comfortability with.
Exactly.
It.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like what would normally be embarrassing with somebody who I really don't.
Is the lightning round on Shard?
Lightning round.
Simon wrong.
Shard. Pick way.
I just picked 3. Hold on. Can you have sex on the first date?
This is a controversial question.
So let's do that.
Can you? Yes.
Will you?
What are we talking about right now? I can do it. Yeah.
There it is.
I'll start off answering this. I'll answer that.
What's the percentage? of you
So
doing that?
so yes. Well, can I? Yes. Will I? Yeah. But it depends. It's variables, right? So like I'm not just out here just taking a girl on a date, fucking them the same night. I think it's just really just about the vibe, and it's just kind of like what happens leading up to that point. Like shit, like literally, like I've had situations in the past where like I just kind of like fell into it on the first date, and then like wake up and I'm just like, damn, this shit really just happened, like for real, on the first night, and I probably never talked to her again, or we probably just built off that. But I think it really depends on just kind of like what happens leading up to it. Like, where did you take that girl out to? Normally, for me, first dates are always at.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
You know what? You're right. I'm not gonna do that because
You could just tell them.
So first date is always at a place, and then it kind of.
What kind of place?
A place where we can have good conversation and good drinks.
Okay, so like a bar,
maybe
restaurant,
something like that.
so a restaurant bar.
That's his favorite answer.
So like a sports bar.
I'm gonna keep it Vegas.
Like a sports bar.
Don't
Okay,
give
but
away
not
the
a
sauce.
sports
I'll
bar,
bleep
but
the
like-
name. I'll bleep the name. Go ahead.
Nah, you
But
don't
like a
gotta-
nice place.
I don't take them to the same spot, but it's usually like a bar that's quiet but like
Got you.
vibey.
Got
So
you.
enough,
Arcade.
quiet enough where we can have an actual conversation,
Good.
but fun
I can't
enough to
with
where
her.
we can enjoy the scenery
Right.
and get good drinks.
Gotcha.
So typically, depending on how it leads up, whether I'm like the girl's ordering like mad drinks or whatever like that, I can already know. If a girl's ordering like mad drinks, I can already know what's about that.
Really?
She trying to get lit, go home, have some Denny's.
I've had girls press me more than I press them
Oh,
on the
what?
first night.
Well,
Oh
So
God,
sorry.
no,
I'm
like
so
like
sorry.
that happens because
Yeah.
I might go.
it's
with the
more of
intentions
them than not.
Like,
That's fact.
I might go with the intentions of, you know what? I'm gonna just even figure out if it's even worth my time.
Facts.
You might have pressed this girl for a whole year, finally get to go out with a date with her, and then you sitting there just like, it ain't worth. It
She
ain't
ain't
what
lit.
I thought it was.
facts no printer.
Or it might be what you thought it was, and you push forward. But I went on first dates where girls have pressed me more than I pressed them, and they're ordering more drinks, and then I hit them with the, all right, this was cool. I'll see you later. Then it's, damn, what you doing after this?
Set the bait up. Oh,
I was just about to go home. Hey, you know what? Where you stay? I said, pull up here. All right, cool. Pull up to the crib. We drinking more, and then it just happens. So I think it's just based off scenarios and
Got a
stuff like that.
blueprint.
But I could, but
It's called the vibes.
will I do it? Yeah, but the likelihood of me doing it is very low. Like I'm still kind of like one of the traditional guys. Like I'm not like a first.
Good for you.
But I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't did it. I've done it.
Fact.
I'm
Good for
still
you, though.
ideally I wouldn't want to do it first.
Good for you.
So
But
next-
that's me.
Next we're gonna go Lala, Rad, Nadia, then OG to wrap it.
I've had one night stand my whole life, and I think
Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought the same thing you thought.
one
Yeah.
night stand.
It
my
came
whole
out
life.
No,
so different.
you
did I
said
say?
it sounded like you said you've had one night
night
stands
stands.
your whole.
Oh,
So I'm like, whoa.
I had
shit.
one night
Whole life.
stand like my entire existence.
YOLO. Tequila.
Wow. Okay.
You gonna make her do some things, right?
I've had one night stand my entire life.
That's amazing.
Fuck you. No. Once ever. Okay, whatever. However you want to portray it.
That's
But
amazing.
and it was honestly, it was as if we've known each other forever, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like anyone I've ever had a sexual relation with, we've been intimate on a sense of intimate conversation.
Like a connection.
I've never not connected with anybody deep that I've had a sexual relationship with. I can't not do that. That just feels unreal
That is
to me.
dangerous.
No, on God, and it is absolutely
To
It's
separate from
dangerous
that
for both.
and to stop.
Yo, on fucking God. But it's okay because there is a will to the madness, a method to the madness. But the one night stand I had, it didn't feel like a one night stand because, we vibed the entire night. We were like beer pong buddies. We talked about everything, listened to the same music, you know what I'm saying, on the way to my crib. We listened to some dope ass music. It was just an amazing vibe. It was as if we were living a year in one night. So I say, to be honest, to each his own. Live your life as long as after that you don't regret your standpoints.
You didn't regret
And you
that.
give hell
You never
no.
talked to him again after
To be honest, I regret it only because he did tell me afterwards that he was in a relationship. And I was like, are you serious?
guys,
Get out.
men, right?
No, on God. And that's how it ended. I swear on my life.
He
I
didn't
keep
tell you at
watching-
all before?
No.
You didn't ask?
No, I did. Why would I? Why are you vibing with
He
me
probably
this
was on
hard?
a break.
But why are you vibing me?
He probably thought you knew.
No, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
Women intuition is always right.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
What?
If you got somebody at home, that's the type of shit that's gonna be like, come on, man. Like, why are we doing this? Because now I feel bad. Now I feel like I don't want to hurt her. That ain't my initial intent. It's not about that. Now you made me an accomplice to a murder when I didn't want to be. That's on God what it is. I'd rather you tell me, yo,
Dang.
I got somebody at
That's
home. We
tough.
should have never gotten this deep.
So I
that
guess-
now I can choose to murder with you, and if I choose to murder, now I can't talk shit. But if I didn't choose to murder, I could talk my shit.
So Lala, my question is, y'all did all that vibing.
Yeah.
So, but when did you feel like it was okay to like when you were just like, all right,
What do you mean?
like y'all
Okay,
had
for
sex,
what?
right? You had sex. So at what point were you kind of like already made up in your mind that this was gonna happen? Because
Right before it happened,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh, before
It wasn't like when we were driving. No, at that point I was still in my head like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You know, it was that moment where it's just like you're standing there and you're face to face. You're like, witness. On God, it's like, shit, witness. Because it's more so like, I mean, depending upon the type of person you are, but like I said, we vibed the entire night. I'm not anticipating at the end of the night you're going to tell me I have a girlfriend. What?
I don't think he even had time to like
To be
tell
honest,
you that.
he was
Honestly,
vibing at his point too.
I think the vibe was so immaculate. We're like,
And-
why
and-
would
and-
I
and-
say that right now?
But wait,
But
Why would I
still,
say that
that's
right
not
now?
even
But wait,
wrong
Like,
because
why would I
I'm
say that right now?
But that's okay
And
because I'm right. I am living my life. I'm probably finding someone in my anticipation could be someone that I live my next 2 years with. However, now it's hell no because you already got somebody, bro. Don't set me up for the
He
okie
told
doke.
you that, so he must have liked
After
you a
the
little
fact,
Yeah,
you
like, he
knew
cared.
He felt
'Cause
a
most
vibe.
niggas probably
Bro,
would've just
fuck
let
that
it rock
because you
and then-
drive me home. You know I was lit, so you drove with me. You could have said, "Let me." Okay, don't do that.
He's being a gentleman.
Okay, don't do that. You didn't have to
Don't
walk
do
me
it.
upstairs and do all the other extras. You could have been like, "I'm glad you made it home."
You wasn't tipsy?
Who cares? I made it to my door.
Who
Drop my
cares?
dead ass
But did
on
you-
the floor
but
and
did
go
you-
about your business with
But
your
did you-
girlfriend.
But did
Right,
you
make
drink
sure-
tequila?
What?
Did you,
Make
were
sure
you
I
on
got
tequila
inside.
that
It doesn't matter. Drop my dead ass.
You gotta stop drinking
on the
tequila
floor. I don't care.
and drink cognac.
Tequila
I did.
is her,
I switched
kryptonite.
actually. I switched.
No,
Like I
what
said,
she's saying.
drop my dead ass at
Saying.
the front door inside my house and go about your business with your girl, bro. Tell her about your night. Y'all talk about it and rah-rah, but don't bring me
He
into the
probably was trying to
factor.
set up the move for him and his girl.
All right, we'll call her next and we talk about that. But call her over and we talk about that. But don't
Yeah,
get
what
me
was the
set up for the
question?
okie doke of breaking her heart. Yes, I have.
Yeah, you have sex on the first date.
What's the question?
Would you have sex on the first date?
Oh,
Listen.
Or can you have sex?
Yeah, of course I can, right? I can if I want to. I'm a whole adult, right? And if I would like to, I'm going to. But 99.999999785, I'm probably not.
Right. Everybody got their
He's like, I'm
moment.
No, I'm
said
trying, I'm trying
90
to find like,
Like
said
it's a very,
98?
very slim
that
chance that would
probability.
happen. How about I with it? Mickens.
Give
you
me
would-
something harder than a phone I could throw at this.
Facts, please, dear Lord.
Would I have sex on a first date, or can I? Of course, yeah. With their
Yeah,
answer,
we all
of course
can.
you can, but no, I wouldn't. If I plan on seeing you again, and if I plan on continuing this and perpetuating whatever we had going on, no, I wouldn't. I'd keep my pants on, keep my stuff to myself.
That's a great point.
But if I don't give a fuck, then I don't know. We'll
You
see.
know what's crazy? If I like a dude, I usually, I know what you're thinking, Rick, but it's natural. Like a lot of times, if I really like you, there's no rush, right? If I don't really like you, but I'm sexually attracted to you, I might just go ahead and, in
So
that
if I-
case, I'm
that's
using.
that 2%.
Exactly.
In that case, I'm using. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Though. I'm like a dude in a sense where I will be honest with you. I will tell you, like, listen, you trying to slide or like you trying to slide? I mean,
Most women
I don't really
are.
see nothing.
It don't even get
I
to
don't
the
really see
conversation
nothing.
point to me. You'll know.
You'll kind of get a vibe like, yeah,
You'll
she
know.
want the kid, but she ain't really trying to take it nowhere else because now I'm
Right.
just.
Check, please.
It's like, so what we doing? I'd be quick to be like, so what we doing?
What does that mean?
So like, what we doing?
Remember proper communication.
And then I'm gonna be
Right.
like, what you mean?
Tell me.
Right.
I'm gonna be like, what you mean?
So
What
listen,
you
She
gonna
wants
Listen.
to make the sex.
So I'm in
McKenzie.
sales. Let me let you know. I'm in sales.
Oh, amen. Go ahead.
There are
preach.
there's qualifications before you become a lead.
Wait,
Ah.
so-
Not pushing P.
Ooh.
do? Ain't nothing wrong with P.
Hey, each his own. Shout out to the sex workers. That is not I. That is not I.
Gang, gang.
And what I sell, I've sold many things, right? I've sold programs. I've sold
Going back to
experiences.
what you were gonna answer when you were talking about sales, though, so we don't get off track.
Okay, so yes. So in sales, there's a level. There's tiers. So in some point on the date, I'm gonna decide, and I know right off the bat if I'm going to have sex with you. If any woman is being
After
honest,
the date or before the
no,
date?
period. You
with the
know, like once you on a date, it's like there's a high potential that I'm gonna have sex with you at some point.
Facts.
So it's my decision now if you're being honest, because a lot of women cap. You know if you want to have sex with dude before you even
Facts.
decide to get on a date. Because why
Say
am I giving you my
less.
time? I'm paying you with my time.
I was told otherwise.
She capping. Anyway, so
Damn.
Capiana, call her that. Change her name in your phone. But
That's wild.
so once I get there, now I'm just seeing if you're worth the energy exchange, because now I got to qualify you to see if I want you to come into my house. And
That's
you're
tough.
doing the same thing for me. You should be, because kings, respect yourself. Okay, but at the end of the day, like I decide if I'm going to spread my legs. So now I'm trying to see, like, does he think, like, does he have a mind of his own? Like, is he like a dub? Is he a lame, or is he fire? If he's fire, then I'm more than likely gonna want to prolong this relationship. And now I'm not in a rush. But if I don't really care, but you fine as hell, and I'm really like cool with you,
Ha.
like you a cool person, then I'll be like, yo.
Yeah, you ready?
So yeah, let's, but then I just want to see what's up. I just want to see what it's like, because I've been
Right.
anticipating.
Or if I'm drunk enough and the vibe.
I've been anticipating.
So the date is just for the mental, to connect mental to.
It's not just mental, it's everything. But it's like if you're not checking off a lot of boxes, then I'm not thinking about a relationship anymore. 9 times out of 10, if I'm on a date with you, I'm thinking about a potential relationship, because I'm a woman and I'm a visionary.
Nah, I wouldn't. That's it.
Damn, I'm the bad guy. Fuck.
So you've never had a one
Not
night
a
stand
bad
in your
guy
life?
thing.
I would
had,
do it, but it's
Like a handful, like,
Right, it gotta be
but
right.
that was like way back in like high school. Like, I have
it's-
connections
so
with
it's-
with my like partners.
That's
I have
great.
all like.
You've had one?
For real?
Nah, it-
Same.
In fact, I think everyone's only had like.
I've
one.
had one.
I don't remember. I don't
Like,
even remember.
one night stand?
Yeah.
I've had
That
two.
shit was
I
crazy.
don't even
I've had
remember
two.
having one.
But it wasn't
Yeah, I
like
never
it
had-
Yeah, I
wasn't
didn't like.
because
I
of
mean,
It was
we
great.
had a great time.
No, exactly. And that's the question.
That goes back to the use, man.
Right, one night stand.
No, because like if y'all would have one night stands, if I initiate the one night stands, it's off my benefit. So I'm about to use that person.
Right. Like if the vibe is cool, then it's
How
possible.
would you
But
feel
I wouldn't.
getting
I wouldn't be
used off of one night
advocating
stand?
for it.
How would you feel? How would you feel if you got
I don't think
used?
I would be ever used because I'd want it too.
Right. Right. I can't.
Like,
I ain't
it'd be
opening my legs unless I
mutual.
want
Right,
it.
here. All right. So with y'all saying that, let me know if I'm wrong, fellas. After that, after you have a one night stand, as a dude,
You my
you're
girlfriend now.
thinking
You my
She'll call
girlfriend
me back.
now. Like,
Yeah.
it's what.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're hoping to get called back.
Or text.
oh, hey yo.
Yeah, or a text.
After a one night stand, if I don't get a
Call.
hey, how you doing, good
You feel
morning,
like hell.
What?
nothing.
I'm never texting
No, let's
No, I'm just
let's
saying
put
from
some
there.
like
Like,
No,
if you don't get a
You gotta at least be like, it
One
was
mic.
fun, but I can't do this.
Yeah, like, let
I
me
need
know.
to hear that.
Like, cut a nigga
Don't-
off.
You hear back from the person.
Do not text me like after that.
Yo, have you ever
Because
had?
one night stand, you in your bag. Like,
Yo.
you like you.
But let's not
Yeah, I
discredit
ever had
like
a-
the beauty of just two individuals be
Nah,
like,
that's
all
a
right,
Yeah, we inside.
cool.
Nah,
did
it's a
what we
vibe.
did and that's it. Yo,
It's a
let's
vibe.
go your
But
respective
I'm
ways.
in my bag.
And it was a
First,
good night.
The very first time you
Drinks
have
was
sex with
involved.
somebody, you're in your Duffy, like
Yeah.
real shit.
Not always.
Like real
'cause
shit, you
I
pulling
gotta
out
get-
all the tricks because
the
after
embarrassing
about
moment.
the fifth time y'all had sex, you're probably gonna get slightly lazy because now it's like I got her, she coming back, whatever.
That ain't how it is for me.
Nah, no, I'm telling you that
For the most
first,
part,
either the
4
first or the
minutes.
second
For the most
time,
part.
Nah, it's
first
one.
or the
The
one
more
second
nigga.
I
time-
know you,
Rap it.
the first or the second time is crazy.
Rap
That's
it.
all I'm gonna say. I'm not rapping nothing. Go ahead, Lala.
Well, we want to thank you guys again for joining us on another wonderful episode of Out of the Box. We
Yes,
had
sir.
some heating ass conversations. Niggas was capping, bitches was capping. At the end of the day, it was another beautiful episode of Out of the Box. Stay tuned for another.
We always
You heard?
capping.
Ain't no cap in my rap.
River.